ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸಂಗೀತ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಿರಮಿಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಿಷಯ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಪಠಣ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಎಂಬ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಮೊದಲನೆಯದಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನೋ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನ ಪರಸ್ಪರವಾಗಿ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಇನ್ನು 1 ನಿಮಿಷ, ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 minute. Ten seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ಮಸ್ತ್ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. ನಾನಿವತ್ತು ಶ್ವಾಸ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಎಂಬ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಎಂಬ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಶ್ವಾಸ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ. ಓಕೆ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಥೈಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೇಶದ ಬಾಲಕರ ಸಾಹಸ ಗಾಥೆ. ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ಅವರು ಸಾಹಸ ಯಾತ್ರೆ ಎಂದಿನಂತೆಯೇ ಇತ್ತು, ಅಪಾಯಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು ಎಂದು ಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಕೋಚ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಕೂರಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧೈರ್ಯವನ್ನು ತುಂಬಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿನ ಸಾಹಸ ಪತ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಲ್ಲದೆಂದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ವಿವರಿಸಿ ಸಾವು ಬದುಕಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆನಾಪಾನ ಸತಿ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಬದುಕಿಯುವ ಭರವಸೆ ನೀಡಿ ಜೀವನದ ಕುರಿತು ಬಾಲಕರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದರು. ಹೀಗೆ ಗುಹೆಯ ಚಾಣಿನಲ್ಲಿನ ನೀರಿನ ಬಿಂದುಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಹಾರವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ತೊಡಗಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿಶ್ಚಲವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕವಾಗಿ ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತು ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಎಂತಹ ಅಪಾಯದಿಂದ ಹೊರಬಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೇ ಆದರೂ ಅನೇಕ ಇರುವುದನ್ನು ನಿಶ್ಚಿತ. ಆದರೆ ಆಪತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಶ್ಚಲವಂಟಿದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರುವ ಸೀಮಿತವಾದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯಕವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ತಜ್ಞರು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯಿಕ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರ ನಡುವೆ ಒಂದು ಸಹ ಅನುಭೂತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ ಏಕತೆಯ ಭಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಾಕಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತಂಡ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಒತ್ತಡದ ಅಂತಕಾದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಸಂಯಮವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆನಾಪಾನ ಸತಿ ಧ್ಯಾನವು ಅದ್ಭುತಗಳನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಎಂದು ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಅದ್ಭುತಗಳು ಪರಿಶೀಲಿಸಿದಾಗ ಮೇಧಾವಿಗಳ ತಂಡ ಪ್ರತಿ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಧ್ಯಾನವನ್ನು ಪಠ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿಬೇಕೆಂದು ಸೂಚಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿಂದಲೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಎಂಬುದು ಅವರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಭಾಗವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಪಡೆಯುವ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸಮತೋಲನೆಗಳು ಅವರ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯಕವಾಗುತ್ತವೆ ಎಂದು ಪಿರಮಿಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ PSSM ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರರ ಸ್ವಯಂಸೇವಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಆತ್ಮವಿದ್ಯೆಗಳು ಆತುರತೆ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಶಕ್ತಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆಯೇ? ಸಸಿ ಬಾಗಿದಷ್ಟು ವೃಕ್ಷವೊಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಗ್ಗುತ್ತದೆಯೇ ಎಂಬ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿಯವರ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಖಂಡಿತ ಸತ್ಯ. ಓಕೆ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಈ ಬುಕ್ ಫುಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನೀಗ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಎಂಬ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ತರನೇ ಇರೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳೇ ಇರೋದು. ಇದು ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಬುಕ್, ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪತ್ರಿಜಿ ಅಂತ ಬುಕ್ ನೇಮ್. ನಾನೀಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅಂತ. Mind is thrilled with any creative activity. Intellect is thrilled with the vision of a soul, truth. The soul is thrilled with the experience of the truth. Doing meditation, reading books on meditation, listening to others' meditational experience, these are their grand requirements in the full practice of meditation. All the body, mind, human beings must become body, mind, soul beings. Humanity has to take his ultimate jump. This is very the science of meditation chips in. All physical afflictions are because of mental worries. All mental worries exist because in the international immunity. International maturity exists because of lack of spiritual energies, lack of spiritual wisdoms. If we eat the flesh of animals by killing them, shedding the board, giving much spin to the animal gods, we get to pay for it. There are so many reasons why we should never kill animals. Killing animals is very, very hindrances of karma. Meditation in its final essence means the activation of the inner sense. The third eye semblance the totality of the inner sense. Birth is an enter into the death, is the exit from the particular. Biologically system, birth is an death, in the death is an come out. As soon as the distraction thoughts arise in the mind, it should be sound off immediately. We should continuously sweep our minds of all the distractions, thoughts, all the disasters in our life are happening solely because of our own distance thinking patterns. We are not the biological system that we see in the mirror. We are an energy wisdom consciousness system. Meditation is an unending joy. Spreading of meditation is an unending work. Diseases are primarily because of prior negative karma. Unless the negative karma is neutralized, the diseases will not vanish. No medicine will be of an help. Materials cannot No medicine will be of any help. Materials cannot clear negative karma. It is impossible. Only learned lessons can clear negative karma. Judgments and explanation deplete the life force. Conscience Conscious is then a fundamental variety. Thought is then a function of consciousness. Energy is the product of thought. And finally, matter is the crystallization of energy. When you think that you are just a physical body, the paradise is lost. When you understand that you are a soul, the paradise is regained. Jump from one positive action to another positive action. That is a life of full positively. When an old soul translates, it is called as an arihant. When it comes back as a helper of mankind, a spiritual teacher, it is called as a Buddhistava. After completing a number of teaching assignments, finally as a perfect master, the final life is lived. It then goes on to become an ourself. This stage is called as a Buddhahood. We are cosmic beings, living temporarily in a human body. We have no beginning and we will have no end. One true nature is beyond our own wildest imagination. We took birth in this particular body because we wanted to be born in this particular body, in this particular time, to this particular parents. We rise through the strength and significance of our intents, or we fall through the weakness or vengeance of our intents. We move ahead through our decisions, or we lag behind through our warning mind. We have to come out of our cerebral level activity, our mind level activity, and our intact level activity into pure consciousness, that is meditation. We have to become masters of our mind. The ability to still our mind is so very crucial. In that stillness of mind, our inner sense get activated and begin to throw light and accept of our personal invisibilization greater reality, plus the personal cosmic reality. We all want to be and forever youthful. The secret of the youthfulness is in begin and happy and ever-present mind. The secret of youthfulness is the processing of the mature spiritual mind. The secret of youthfulness is the being a self-full soul. We all have our personal problems. However, our personal problems are to be solved only by banking on our own meditational strength. Once we become a master, we end the chain of births and deaths. Our particular cross on the earth becomes completely. We do not have to be born again. However, we may come to earth now and then to teach others or to be an inspiration for others. On the successfully completion of our human experience, we get promoted to higher worlds. We may begin to create our own under self. We may even create new worlds, new planets, new galaxies, depending upon the amount of our personal energies. Prayer is like an outermost, meditation is like the central headquarters. Go for the central headquarters, not for the outpost. Only through meditation, only through enlightenment, only through hearing others' life experience do we come to know of our own grand self, our own universal self, our own cosmic self that is becoming a master. Meditation means losing our body concentrations to the smaller or a greater extent. Meditation means losing our mind entanglement consciousness totally. Meditation means dwelling totally in our soul consciousness, which is the purity of original consciousness itself. Human evolution is so designed that in the first phase, we develop a strong separate hood, a strong ego hood. And then in the second space, we have to make equal efforts to encourage the separateness, erase the ego. These are the two imperative parts in the evolutions of human species. In these two spaces, the humans differ vastly from animals. The mind rules over the matter totally and completely. The mental attitudes of a suffering patient have to be reformed. The roots have to be totally changed. Unless a new thinking pattern, imagination, the old problems will never vanish. Today's age is a pyramid age. If we travel in our meditation to the other galaxies and visit the galactic civilizations and communities, we will find pyramids wherever. Only one thing counts, that is the breath. In the matter of the breath, two unnaturally and artificially particles are not allowed. Witnessing the natural and normal is the soft breathing, only that is the allowed. Thoughts need power to reach their targets. In the restless stage of mind, thoughts are produced with least power. Therefore, they do not reach their particular targets. However, in the presence of an restful and tranquil state of mind, thoughts acquire great power and all intents get dramatic uttered. The physical body is the natural shadow of the mind in its totality. Everything is psychosomatic. Our whole life is literally an experience of psychosomatism. The psyche creates the soma. If we take care of the psyche, we have taken care of the soma. Spirito-scientific temper has to be inculcated right from childhood, so that every child grows as a beautiful human being and a harmfulness human being. A harmfulness human being, a divine human being, a social responsible human being. Meditation is done a main tool of an spiritual scientific temper. Unless one makes one's own mind empty, the assumed truth cannot be seen. The mind is coloring agent of human being. When we When we are with the breath energy, the mind becomes rather empty. Then there is an tremendous inflow of cosmic energy into a physical body. Gradually, the heterodonttic thought I begins to become activated and by cosmic constellations get to be expressed. The more we do meditation, the less we acquire sleep. The more we do meditation, the less we require food. More food, more food for the conscience means less food or sleep requirements for the body. Man is essential two things: a small personal self and huge impersonal self, and man has to take care of both the self. Periodic scientific temper demands that we spread out 4 to 5 hours every day with our own self, closing our eyes and observing our breath. Law of karma is the most important law, which every beggar in the field of spiritual science should not once understand. Unless we understand the law of karma, we will never begin to generate right and proper karma. Meditational energy should be the main source of vitality for the physical body, not food. Meditation is the process of silencing the mind. If a given mind is essential, wasting its energy, the physical body is depleted of energy and becomes susceptible to attacks by various bacteria and viruses. The result is a diseased body. How many lifetimes we will watch simply others' greatness, discuss others' achievement? How many lifetimes we will sing songs, praise others' meditation and others' achievement? If we sing songs praising others' meditation and others' achievement, our personal problems will be solved. Only our personal meditation, our personal achievement can solve the personal problems. The body mind is a product of a society's mind. Will the soul resides in the physical body? The interactive fuzzy area between the soul and the world is called as a mind. We are not a matter body. We are an energy ball. A human being is not a begin restricted to the human body. A human being is a cosmic being with the wings spread out throughout the cosmos, living in several parallel universes made like this. There is a past, there is a present, and there is a future. However, these are the distinct or separate things. These are mainly the parts of one continuous exists. God is not a person. God is the fundamental substance consciousness. We are all a gods. Everything is God. We only have to realize this is an evolve. Meditation transforms us into a high energy, begins into tranquil, begins and into wise beings. Every regret is a fresh blunder. We may commit mistakes. That is the natural. What we should never indulge in prolonged regret. Whatever be the situation, achievement or non-achievement, we are not here for lamenting. We are here forever to rejoice and celebrate. Rejoicing is a natural reaction when we understand that every failure is nothing but a stepping stone for our subsequent success. The purpose of each and every person on this earth is to regale himself or herself with the highest possible enjoyment, entertainment, and enslavement. No one needs to suffer. We all can become like Jesus just. We can become like Muhammad. Each of us can be the Zoroaster or a Buddha or a Conster or an Ramana Maharshi. How simple. We have to meditate. We have to cleanse our minds. Pyramid spiritual society's movement is a significant part of the worldwide New Age spiritual revolution. It is a movement leading humanity from violence to non-violence, from non-vegetation to vegetation. From behind be help to significant experimentations and significant logging. From insane materialism to Sami and dynamic spirituality. We have to realize our own cosmic self. Once we know about cosmic self, we understand that we are everybody and every body is ourself. There is no separation whatsoever, never. There is no other. We exist wherever as everything and has everybody. We should never be devotees of anybody. We should never be dislikes of anybody. We should aim to become masters of ourselves. That is the goal. We should encourage children to become a masters. We should not consider children as merry children. They have taken many births before this life. Nobody is merely a child. An advanced soul could be in a child's body. We have to treat them like masters. We have to talk to them about the demi of a mastery. Must read spiritual books. We should request everyone to read the books of the great masters like Rajneesh, Richard Bunch, Lobsang Rampa, Karl-Heinz Castaneda, Lee Brister, Paramahasana Yogananda, Swami Ram, Torkam Sarayandirism, and Anantayasyam. As we increase our study of spiritual science and practice of meditation, we become more and more experienced in our Godhood. As we become more and more experienced in our Godhood, our life isn't increase. The basic goal of spiritual is to increase our life zeal. In meditation, there are three paras. Anapanasati means being within a normal, natural, simple, soft, easy, and tender breath. Kalyanaspana is watching a little the movements of energy fields expressed in the body as a result of practicing Anapanasati. Vipassana is a paying great attention to the thought I experience when the thought I activity begins as a result of Anapanasati practice. Enlightenment actually means two wings, not amping about anything and not wasting any time. Such for truth is readily available in all the situation at all times. Wherever you are, that which is universal experience, that which is universal valid is called truth. Experiencing oneself is very, very important. Very experience needs to be expressed. Talking into consideration suitable situations. When people express themselves, they also listen to their own selves, which then leads to their next steps in evolution. PSSM depends thought left expressions from everybody all the time. The karmic principle of cause and effect in situation follow extends mathematical rules. Nothing is cursory and commodity. When one person becomes elegant, everything around that person has to change. Every event around that person has to flow into new direction. Every other person who interacts with an eliminated human beings becomes somehow modifying the effect as to happen it in the ripple effect. When you become alienated, you immediately become a fire to teach people the ramifications of this new body of an holistic spiritual science. You are on the grand mission. The mission is to take all the influence of spiritual science to each and every person who happens to be in our meditate range. Okay, masters, Light of Patriji book complete ಆಯ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ವಾಸ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬುಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನನಗೆ ಈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಗೀತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಫುಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗೀತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಗೀತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಯ್ತು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನನ್ಗೆ ಈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೀತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಾರಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಾನೇನು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್.